What's up, everybody? We're out here at the Road to Worlds. I'm with Manuel Ribamar, European champion, Pan champion, and he's gonna help me out and show me a couple things here and fix my game. Lord knows I need it. So, Ribamar, let's train and then
let's go.
You can help me out.
All right.
Don't hold back. That's one. Ooh, tap. Ooh. Got me with the wrist lock. All right, that's all I got for you, Ribamar. And then you got to show me the wrist lock that you got me. So you passed my guard.
So I pass your guard, and most of the time when I do pass your guard, most people, they look for my shoulder to push. So I trap with my shin like that, like simple, and then I'm gonna do a swim over. I wanna reach the elbow right there. Boom. You know?
Yeah.
But then I lock my shin. Because here, try to put your hand, and then you bring it together, and that's get worse.
Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah.
So that one, you don't really need to isolate this arm, but usually like I like to do is isolate this arm to fight 2 against 1. Yes, and then I bring that to my chin. If this slipped, then I go to the basic Americana. But if that slipped down, then I start like switching over the top and going to the Kimura, you know? It's kind of like a little detail, kind of like a pattern that you gotta follow, right? But if I'm already here, but I see the hand on my chest, I trap and I swim over right away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Let me feel it one more time.
Yeah, so I trap, keep it, and then you swim over.
Brutal.
Over.
Brutal, yeah. It's about to shatter.
Yeah. The other one is like when people try to get underhook right away. So I bring it down to the wrist and I bring this hand under, yes. And I do Americana right there, right? And when I see your hand coming out, when I see the thumb, I start coming forward to the thumb.
Yep,
Yeah?
yep. I can
So
feel
I
it.
bend your hand right there, easy. And then I go forward.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yep, I can feel that too.
Yeah. So I didn't start in jiu-jitsu, I started in judo. So my posture is not as low as someone who does wrestling, because wrestling needs to be able to touch the ground the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to, like, not just to sprawl, but to like down block,
Block, yeah, yeah.
you know? So in judo, your base consists more on your hip. So what I like to do is that first grip is a straight grip on the line of the collar, because like if I use a takedown, I want to bring this gi, so I will always like fight for the gi, because I want to do this to make you feel. So what I do, this hand extend. Most of people, they're gonna load on their base. Yeah, so what I do with my foot is, I wanna do one step out, yes, and that becomes light. And then I will sweep that way.
Gotcha, gotcha. So I
like
step with you.
Yeah, so I'll bring you this way, I pop this grip, and then now look, when I step, like, don't let me push your leg, ready? Go, step. And then I will start always like with the foot sweep. So the idea of you, it's like when I try foot sweep, I'm gonna try foot sweep. And then you feel like you're getting stable, right? Because I'm hitting there. Now, every time I hit, you're gonna hide the leg. Yes. And then the second time when you try to hide the leg, hide the leg. And then I jump forward and I sweep. You know?
Gotcha.
And then that sweep needs to be like a fishing sweep. So I'm gonna go here, and then I jump, do one jump right here, push your leg out, do one jump, and then I start fishing it. You see how like
Yeah, definitely. I can see it.
So I'm gonna start 1, 2, and then I fish, and then I start turning into, and then I start going over there.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I can feel you. Once you start pulling it over the shoulder, you really start.
Most people, they will be like stepping heavy. So that first step, it needs to be like a pull, a tap, ease, and then I go, and then I'm gonna step, boom, behind.
And then this is a great detail over the.
Yeah. It's sometimes like, for example, on the sasai, what I go, so I break this grip, right? Let's say that this grip's not on. You're gonna try to grip over. Yes, and then I'll go always.
Back over.
Yeah, you go again, I'm gonna go here, boom. Yes. And then you go, like when you're sweeping, you see that? You wasn't expecting.
Got me that time.
Because like everything goes here. Like I break this grip, and then you go over and I go over. And I pop this grip and you go over and I go over. And I pop this grip again. The second time when you go, when I pop your grip and you come in, I'm going.
Gotcha, gotcha,
You know?
yeah.
It's not like a kick. Most people, they like kick because they don't know the technique, right? But if you go in and you pull, you see that how you did?
Sure.
Boom. Like kind of like bend your body.
Okay.
So I pull you in, I bend your body, jump in, and then start sweeping.
Do you have any advice for any of the like blue, purple belts out there who are doing their first ever world championships? Maybe are feeling a little nervous, feeling a little anxiety about competing and stuff like that. Do you have any advice for those people? Just kind of maybe how to calm the mind or how to just lock in on what they're doing?
Yes, 100%. I have a juvenile that I always talk to him about like being calm, right? Some people like hype music. Some people like calm. I like more calm music. The reason why I like calm music is because I like to mentalize what I'm gonna do. If I get too much in a rush, and if I get emotional in a fight, like if I don't have the reflexes good or on point, right, my opponent is going to always do something that I do not expect. So in order for you to stay calm and keep the focus, try to before the match mentalize and try to bring you the opponent to your pace. You go in your rhythm. Don't let people bring to the rhythm. Does that make sense? Especially in scrappy match of blue belts. I don't want to be scrappy with someone that actually knows how to deal, like under the scramble.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
That's their thing. I'm a scrappy guy. I want the scrambles.
Exactly. So think about I would say, as an example, think about Gustavo Batista, for example. Like, he doesn't matter who Braguinha will fight, he will always be able to pace their opponent because he's really good at pacing people up, you know? He will bring people to their game and he will pace himself. Leandro was really good at doing that too.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how explosive you were, you knew that you could not go too far forward because you would find something. And so I think the hardest match to Leandro was the match that people waited together with him, you know? So I think, like, my advice is stay calm, stay focused, like, bring your opponent to your game. Don't think about what your opponent does. Make sure that you always implement your game the whole time.
Well, sick. Well, thanks for helping us out, showing us a few things. Appreciate it, man. Don't forget to watch Manuel Ribamar here at the IBJJF World Championships this coming up weekend. And we'll see you out there, brother.
Let's go.
Hey.